How you doing? Hey, Richard Wobby here. We're doing our safety talk this week.
Yes.
And over the weekend, I was thinking and trying to think about what it would be, and I helped. I was a assistant to Santa Claus because he couldn't make a showing, and
right.
And I was.
You must have shaved your beard.
I was Santa Claus. You want an elf costume?
No, I'm not.
You want me to get you an elf costume?
I'm not a big costume guy.
I could make you an elf right now.
No, I think
because Santa Claus gave me that power to make you an elf
elves? Yeah.
right now. You want one?
No, I get cold.
Okay.
I'm not really a.
But Santa was telling me that 'twas the night before Christmas, and all through the sight, not a creature was safe, and oh, it brought fright.
This is.
How do you like that?
Did you just come up with that?
Huh? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And I think because of that, because of what Santa was saying, I think it's important we talk about the key elements of a safety plan.
Wouldn't it be the night before an inspection?
I guess you could say that.
Night before inspection.
Except that the safety plan
was nowhere in sight.
Was nowhere in sight. And really, when we talk safety plans, people expect us to be talking about a job site.
Right.
I think there's going to be a mess, a shitload of holiday parties coming up.
That you're invited to, or that you just know about?
That I know about, and I'll probably crash.
Yeah, right. Crash. Yeah.
I just heard about it.
Is that your game? You see how long you can stay at one before
I get removed?
Before they ask you who you know?
Or I heard there was a ugly sweater party over the weekend.
Oh, over the weekend,
you went to?
Yeah.
And
you were invited to that one.
But I wouldn't go to one I'm invited to.
Yeah, but it wasn't
anybody that would invite me to a party is not a party I want to go to.
Well, it was a bar, so I mean, they invite everybody.
But if you're going to have a holiday party,
yes,
you need to have some sort of buy-in at this holiday party. We'll call it management buy-in.
Right.
But it's really the couple that are putting it on have to agree on how this party is going to go.
Yes.
Right? And I think you have the same thing with it. So what you're doing is you're creating a safety plan for these parties that's portable from our safety plans that we deal with every day.
Yep.
Would you agree?
Oh, I'm following, yeah.
And then if you get that management party planner leadership, then once you got that, you're in agreement as to what the end result is going to be, what you want with a safety plan. You then have to move it to, okay, we can't just have a party with you and I.
Yeah.
That's not any fun.
Right.
So we got to invite other people.
And I would say that those other people may have some input on that party as well.
Really?
So if I invite 30 people, maybe I say, hey, what's the theme of this party that you want? Or what kind of snacks do you want there? Or what kind of drinks do you want there?
Did you do that Saturday with the ugly sweater thing?
No, it was at a bar, so you buy drinks.
Oh, you buy drinks?
Unless you drink them in the parking lot.
Okay, so you had a systematic approach to finding or locating those elements that would make that party enjoyable.
Yeah, I showed up and I walked in.
You showed up and you watched in.
Typically how I like my parties.
With an ugly sweater.
Yeah, but I'm not even doing it. I'm just printing out my friend's face and putting it on my sweater.
So you aren't even wearing the proper PPE or doing a hazard assessment.
It is an ugly sweater. It's a picture of my friend on my sweater.
You just taped it there.
Yeah.
That's not any good.
Yeah, it is. It's my ugly sweater.
It's supposed to be an ugly sweater. It's supposed to be one of those sweaters with like a stupid Santa or jingle bells.
Got my roommate on.
A reindeer with flashing nose and antlers or shit.
Yeah, but that's funny because it's saying that he's ugly.
Now let's go back.
You gotta get the humor there.
I don't at all. A systematic approach to finding and fixing those hazards. The hazards being, where are we going to put the bar? How are we going to make sure John drives home afterwards?
Right.
Or on a job site, what are the hazards that you'd identify there?
Yeah, you don't want to start your party and then realize we don't have any mixers halfway through, right? You probably want to have something like that planned out and organized before we have our party.
And then once that party gets going, once that job site gets flowing, then you got to start to look at what is our hazard assessment in this.
Right.
Meaning, Ben has had too much to drink.
Yeah.
How do we correct that at that point?
You give him a 30-minute sit down with some water, and you say no drinks for 30 minutes.
You think so?
Maybe an hour.
Oh,
because it takes you an hour.
I think you call Uber and say Ben needs a ride home.
Because there's Ubers in where I live.
In Williamstown.
Yeah.
Uber's pretty big in Williamstown.
We do have a lot of folk there.
Okay. But a hazard assessment and then identifying the methods of correction of this hazard.
Yeah.
Okay. What else is involved? Are you going to play games? Did you play games Saturday night?
I played pool.
Did you?
I'm not very good at darts, but I'm okay at pool.
So there are some people that play pool, some people that dig holes, some people that operate equipment.
But no matter what game you have, it does require some sort of training and education, right?
So you've been trained on pool?
Yeah, my roommate's pretty good, so.
Oh, no, you've been hustled on pool.
No, I don't get hustled.
Trained.
I'm part of the hustling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's not, well, now people caught on, so they don't.
Okay. But you need training. You need to understand
and
that.
some sort of education.
And education that would come through training so you fully understand expectations and the proper way of doing these things. Proper way of identifying that Ben just became a hazard because he's done his 4th shot at Cuervo.
Right, and then the
training. You a Cuervo guy?
No, I'm a Jameson and Ginger.
Are you?
Captain and Coke, Captain and Diet.
Yeah. So when you invite people to your big party, do you have a list of rules or policies and procedures?
Yeah. Don't smoke inside.
Okay.
Don't pee in the lawn.
Okay.
And
why couldn't I pee on the lawn?
Well, in the summertime it doesn't matter, but right now our lawn is snow. So when I wake up to go to work in the morning and there's yellow stains everywhere, I know it's not my cat. I'm gonna figure it's probably the people I invited last night.
Okay.
And then, but see, the thing is, if I have these rules and policies and you don't know about them, and I get upset when you don't follow them, whose fault is it? Mine for not telling you?
I would say that goes back to training and education. Maybe as people walk in, we have a piece of paper that says, don't pee on the lawn, and you aren't entitled to more than 4 shots, and here's how we think you should play pool.
And just like a job site at a party, sometimes you get mutual friends, sort of like subcontractors. Yep. And sometimes those friends don't know all the rules when they come on site. So it would be my duty as the host, to say, hey, thank you for coming. I know you know so-and-so. Here, by the way, please don't pee in my lawn and don't smoke inside.
Here's a list of rules.
Yeah.
Take a look at it. Do you have them sign it before?
I would say I probably would have them sign it.
Your friends, I would have sign it, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Do you...
Well, let's say I do find some pee on the lawn.
Yeah.
I think there would have to be some sort of accident investigation. Maybe
on the investigation.
Or maybe on pee on the carpet, maybe.
Okay, so accident investigation. Boy, you just led right into that one off peeing on the lawn. I'm not so sure that was an accident. I think that was meant to have happened.
Really? Well, sometimes there are accidents, surrounding that topic.
But don't you think that goes back to your hazard assessment?
He's had a little bit too much, and we just saw him drink a gallon of water.
Yes.
Yeah, we should have him sleep in the garage,
probably
not the bunk beds.
Show him where it's okay to urinate. And why are you saying him?
It could be anyone.
Women have to urinate too.
That's right, but typically we don't.
You don't invite women to your parties?
No, they don't come.
They don't come?
Yeah.
That's too bad. That might be...
Well, I have a girlfriend, so I wouldn't really invite them anyway.
Okay. But at that point, you might want to do some sort of measurement of who you're inviting, whose participation, what they're bringing to the party, and the reason for having them.
Yes.
That would be kind of like an evaluation, and how you can improve in the future. Because if there's 3 guys sitting around at a party and there's no women,
sounds like our parties.
That's sad.
Yeah, that sounds like us.
Sad, wicked sad.
Usually it's a poker table and no one else. Probably just 5 of us.
I would say you have to continuously evaluate the effectiveness of this safety plan, this planning process, and making those necessary improvements so people like me would show up.
Right.
Maybe you don't want me to show up.
I think, well, probably not. That would kind of be weird.
Right, a creepy old man.
No, not like that. Corner. But yeah, hey guys, just so you know, my boss is coming.
Yeah. Do you call me your boss?
Well, what am I supposed to call you?
I don't know.
The guy who works at the pizza shop in North
that would be better.
Yeah, I work with a guy who works in the pizza shop.
Okay, I'd feel better at that at Depot Pizzeria.
Yeah, the delivery driver. I think there's one more step.
What is it?
You know, I'm assuming everyone's had a party that's gone bad at some point. Like, maybe there's an injury, like so-and-so has too much to drink and they fall down the stairs.
Don't even get to injury.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what about a fire inside?
How'd you get the fire?
Well, we have fire extinguishers, but someone was probably smoking inside and started a fire.
I thought it was against the rules to smoke inside.
Well, obviously, we need some sort of emergency response plan.
Emergency response. Okay, we got a fire. Everybody line up. We're peeing on it. No, that's against the rules. You can't pee on the fire.
Well, then
inside.
we can't. Yeah, that's hypocritical. We can't have rules like that in our emergency response plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would be the emergency response?
I would probably grab one of the 5 fire extinguishers by the wood stove and then put it out.
I'm going to tell you, coming from a guy that's been married 38 years.
Yeah.
My emergency response plan at a party would be...
Get your wife.
That Mrs. Wobby not see me talking with too many other eligible women.
Stop.
Huh?
No.
No, that would be emergency response right there. No. Stop. No?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't really have those issues.
Well, I don't either. I don't get invited to too many parties.
No, yeah, not anymore.
Okay.
No, I think emergency response plan would be, and it's on a serious note, you look at your hazards in that job site or at your party. You say, okay, we know this is a possibility. We're going to mitigate the risk.
Wobby showed up.
No.
Emergency response, quick.
No. We know there's hazards. We're going to try and mitigate them through engineering controls and whatever. But
lock the door.
Yeah, just in case.
That's engineering.
No, engineering controls would be get them into the library and lock all the doors to it, and hide the booze. It would be looking at those hazards, saying these are a risk. If they do happen, which we hope they don't, this is what we're going to do to deal with that situation. And that should be something that everyone on the site knows, and that's something that we should review with them if they're new or whatnot. Hey guys, I know you just walked in my door.
Oh my God.
Here's a picture of this man. Do not let him in.
Or just walked in the door. This is how we put. So this whole thing you're asking goes all the way back to that hazard assessment and training piece, because everybody walking through that door has got to know the rules on how you're playing, got to know the rules on where you can urinate, got to know the rules on where you can smoke, and got to know the rules on if something goes to hell, we're all getting out of here.
Yeah, and dare I say that all goes back to communication. If you don't If you don't have communication in your planning process, then you have nothing.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So the other piece of this that we haven't even hit on, and I wanted to.
Oh, I knew you were going to do something.
Was.
Oh, we have a new president?
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about him.
Oh. Well, he's right there like 3 times in a row.
I want to talk about if you really want a good party.
Yeah.
Right? A good party, you would go out. If you want a good safety program, you want to understand how to do this stuff. One, this spring.
You go to Beverage Baron.
You're doing, no, like you did Saturday afternoon. Yeah. But you would, you'd contact you, and you have safety plans, and you have programs, and you're all ready to share them and get them out there.
And I sit at my desk and I wait for someone to call me.
Okay, so that's number one. Number two is, I understand you're in the process of putting together a whole menu of items that are going to be available for company safety days.
Yeah, the goal with that, you and I are working on that as well as Reed. And the goal, what we're trying to do,
and Tim.
And Tim as well, yeah.
So there's 4 people that you could invite to a party.
That's true. They probably wouldn't show up. The goal in that is that we give you...
Reed and Tim are married, and their wives follow them.
Okay, you are distracting the shit out of me. The goal in that is so that you are able to basically plug and play in terms of a safety day. We give you an empty sheet, and you're able to look at our options and say, you know what, I want this, I want that, and I want this, and here's the times I want them. And it kind of streamlines the process of having a company safety day for those who have done, 30 of them and want it to be easier, or for those who haven't done one yet and say, man, I don't know where to start, I don't know what I want to talk about. We have this menu, I'll call it a menu. We have this menu, and you're able to kind of pick what you want and tell us when you want it.
And already, from your Safety Alliance, your newest members of the Safety Alliance, you already got ADA Traffic Control, Durtech, and Marshall Tire that are planning their safety days, and you're booking days out there for safety day.
Yeah,
are you looking at my sweater like you've seen it at an ugly sweater contest?
I was coming up with a joke, but it failed.
Okay, but these guys can help, or they've already booked theirs in. So if you're going to book a safety day, you should be reaching out to Ben soon.
Yeah, or Richard.
Delegating.
Yeah.
Does that go back to hazard assessment?
It does.
And correction?
Yeah, that does. That's how I structure my emails. Which ones I forward and which ones I keep.
That's how I structure worker participation.
No, you structure worker participation by just only handing out my cards anytime you go anywhere. Here, call this guy.
Party.
Yeah.
I walk into a party and they say Wobby's not allowed, and I say I'm not Wobby, I'm Ben Osha.
Yeah, and you have my fake ID that you carry around that you printed.
So, anyway, have a safe week. Again, Christmas is coming up.
It is. Hope everyone's done their
roughly shopping. About 10 days away from today.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday next week,
I know. I think we have that week off, right?
I'm talking about worker participation, and management is going to show some leadership here and say no.
No. Okay.
No.
Well, I guess I've stacked my days up, so I might just take a couple months off.
Okay. Couple months off. You were asking for 4 days, and now you jumped to months.
I can work from home.
You could.
I'll just
if people don't urinate on your lawn.
That's true. Well, yeah, I have my little office set up.
Okay.
Think about it. You don't even need me here. I could zoom into this.
You could.
I could be right in the
We'll have to try that. Next time, what we'll have to do is try 2 virtual ones and tape them on the
I wonder if
screen.
we could just quit this completely and just do AI. If we make
not even do it, just write a script for the AI guy and let him do it.
Yeah, just make a Ben and Richard AI version and let them do it.
Yeah.
They probably wouldn't have
They'd probably have them avatars running around.
Yeah.
Willy-nilly.
Let us know. Do you actually want us to keep filming these, or should we switch to AI?
Okay. Hey, it's Richard.
It's Ben.
And remember, we're here for you. If you have some questions, you want to book a safety day, give Ben a call at 802-223-2374. Thank you all for joining us, and again, have a safe holiday. Yeah. And if you're having a party and you'd like Ben or myself to show up, you don't even have to invite us.
No.
Just tell us.
Just post it on Facebook and we're there.
You don't even have to post it on Facebook. I don't do that stuff. Just let the word out that there's a party and we're not invited, and we'll show up.
Yeah, that's good. No, it's perfect.
We could crash a couple.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you all. Have a good day. Bye now.